Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Federal Reserve's rate cut uncertainty and inflation woes, Biden's take on Israel-Gaza conflict resolution, Paramount Skydance deal progress with Redstone's new offers, Trump media's market response to conviction, April's core PCE inflation figures unveiled, Disney and NBC Universal at loggerheads over Hulu valuation, stock market rally with NASDAQ, S&P and Dow finishing higher, and Moderna's triumph in RSV vaccine approval. Stay tuned after the short ad break as we delve deeper into these headlines. The Federal Reserve might refrain from reducing interest rates this year, as stated by the Blue Chip Daily Trend Report. However, this stance could be altered if there are significant shifts in economic data. For instance, if the 12-month core personal consumption expenditures inflation rate falls to 2.4%, or if unemployment escalates beyond 4.2%. The report also indicates that a Fed put is likely to be implemented should an economic slowdown occur due to excessive tightening by the central bank.
President Joe Biden has disclosed a three-part strategy from Israel for a ceasefire in Gaza and the release of hostages. This plan was relayed to Hamas through Qatar. The strategy comprises an initial 6-week halt in fighting and the liberation of hostages. This will be succeeded by discussions aimed at lasting peace and the withdrawal of Israeli forces. The final stage involves a program for rebuilding Gaza.
The Special Committee of Paramount Global has put forward a recommendation for the most recent offer from Skydance Media. This has led to a variation in the value of Paramount shares. Sherry Redstone, who holds controlling interest, is weighing this offer against other potential deals for National Amusements. Interest in purchasing National Amusements has been expressed by Hollywood producer Stephen Paul and another group of investors. Concurrently, discussions between Sony Group and Paramount regarding a possible deal are still in progress.
The ex-president, Donald Trump, has been found guilty on all counts, a total of 34 charges related to the falsification of business records in a trial concerning hush money. Despite this conviction, it is improbable that he will face imprisonment due to his advanced age and the nonviolent character of the crime committed. This verdict has stirred some instability in the market, with notable effects on the stock of Trump Media and Technology Group. In addition to this case, there are other pending lawsuits against Trump. These are associated with alleged election conspiracies and accusations of mishandling classified documents.
The key inflation measure of the Federal Reserve, known as the Core Personal Consumption Expenditures or PCE Price Index, saw an increase of 0.2% in April. This is in line with estimates and shows a slowdown from the 0.3% rise observed in March. On a year-on-year basis, there was an increase of 2.8% once food and energy costs are excluded. The growth rate for consumer spending slowed more than expected, while personal income growth also saw a decline from figures reported in March. These statistics lend support to predictions that suggest a potential decrease in rates by the Federal Reserve.
Disney and NBC Universal, a division of Comcast, are currently in disagreement regarding the valuation of Hulu. If this issue remains unresolved, it may potentially lead to legal proceedings. Disney now owns a 67% stake in Hulu following their acquisition of Fox and Warner Brothers. They have already invested $8.61 billion for Comcast's share. However, the final sum is still being debated. According to Disney's estimation, Hulu is valued at $27.5 billion, whereas Comcast believes its worth exceeds $40 billion.
Friday saw major market averages conclude on a positive note. The Dow Jones Industrial Average took the lead, experiencing an increase of 1.5%. Following closely was the S&P 500, which also witnessed a rise by 0.8%. The NASDAQ Composite, heavily reliant on technology stocks, ended almost unchanged. All sectors within the S&P concluded in the green zone, with energy and real estate taking the lead. On another note, Dell Technologies and MongoDB experienced significant declines despite Dell's Q1 results meeting expectations and suggestions to purchase MongoDB's dip. Concurrently, Treasury yields saw a decrease as investors shifted their focus towards April's core PCE price index, an essential inflation indicator, which aligned with predictions.
Moderna has been granted approval by the Food and Drug Administration for its second product, known as Mrezvia. This is a vaccine designed to safeguard adults aged 60 and above from the respiratory syncytial virus. The firm's strategy is to introduce this vaccine in time for the 2024 to 2025 respiratory virus season. This move will place Moderna alongside competitors Pfizer and GlaxoSmithKline in the United States RSV vaccine market.
And that's a wrap on the Daily Business and Finance Show. Keep investing in your knowledge, folks. Until next time, stay savvy and keep crunching those numbers. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. See you later, until tomorrow comes around. This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. This podcast provides information only and should not be construed as financial or business advice. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.